Hello everyone. I was just going to briefly go over, I got a gun light on my new Taurus G3C that I bought, and I was just going to go over a couple things. One thing I wanted to mention is having a gun light is the most practical, useful add-on that you could put on your gun. A lot of people add a bunch of bells and whistles, and some of them are somewhat helpful, and some of them are more just for fun. And so some of the add-ons aren't as critical as others, but this is extremely practical. Most people, when they commit their crimes, they do it in the dark at night. You think someone's between the bushes in the back of your house, or maybe someone's in your garage or beside your car. You need to be able to see them. And by just simply extending your finger, and right where your finger naturally extends, the light comes on. There's a couple things. One is it's letting you see what potential threat is out there. But the second advantage is when that light is hitting the other person's eyes, they can't see hardly at all. So you're blinding them. So you're neutralizing them to an extent before you even fire a round. But this one is called the AYIN. So it's spelled AYIN Tactical. This light was only 30 bucks out the door, and it's got what they call a quick release lever. I got mine on Amazon, but it's got this quick release lever, which I like. Some of them you got to twist the screw, twist it, and then if you want to go out and you don't want a big bulky holster with that extra space, you want just a gun, a minimalist, you don't want that on there. So if you're taking it on and off a lot, it's a lot more worth your while to get a light that has a quick release lever. But all it is a little pivot. I just dropped it, but it's just a little pivot arm, and the little pivot arm has a, hang on, let me show you real quick. Gosh, see right there? It's just got a little pivot arm, and as you clamp it down, it just suddenly locks in tight. But it literally takes like 3 seconds to put it on. There's nothing to it whatsoever. I'm going slow because I got the camera and the gun, but see, look, nothing to it. There's already indentation for your finger, so it's literally right there. Like, you don't have to fumble. It's just naturally where it should be. But super bright, 500 lumens. An entry-level gun light is about 300 lumens, which is 2 or 3 times brighter than old, like traditional flashlights that people would carry. And if you're going to get a gun light, I would recommend getting one with a rechargeable battery system. They got some where once the battery's dead, you throw it out and put a new battery in. I much prefer the one that you can just like charge overnight. And you can play with it like a lot of times before you suddenly got to charge it overnight. But that's just my quick little review and my thoughts on gun lights. Any gun that I'm using for the specific purpose of like a defense gun, not because it's a piece that you would save or sentimental, but you know, there's guns for different reasons. But the ones that you're using specifically for home defense or in your car defense, I would always recommend having a flashlight available for it. Whichever gun is in your bedroom at night when you're sleeping, the one that you grab whenever you hear a sound at your door, that gun needs to have a light on it. So there's that. As far as my new gun, the Taurus G3C, I'm loving it. I've only had it a little less than a week now, or about a week. You can reverse the magazine release button. It's a little awkward, but you know, they're never like perfectly easy. But I did it. I'm not a genius. So yeah, I'm a lefty, so I just reversed it so that my left hand can release it with the thumb. The trigger on the G3 compared to the G2, what I call the Glock trigger, that little inset trigger that you got to touch, it's wider and flatter than it was on the G2. The G2 one seemed to be a little bit narrower and a little bit more of a pointy edge, but this one is very sturdy, and there's no play in it at all. What I mean is the very second you touch that trigger, the very second you touch it, there's tension on it immediately, but it just has an overall good feel. But I'm not going to go on and on. Thanks for watching.